It features our very own Jeff Andrews.
Yeah, a struggling gardener. If I can get something to grow, it's certainly a victory. I actually learned about succession gardening, where you can grow things almost all year round, and I actually had to ask, even in winter, and of course, she rolled her eyes, but anyway, this is pretty cool. Take a look. Hi, I'm meteorologist Jeff Andrews, and I'm with Carol. Today we're going to learn about succession planting. Now, for me, if I can plant something and it'll eventually grow at some point, maybe this summer, that's a big deal to me. You're talking like succession, is this like a year-round thing, or explain that to me?
It's a garden seasoning thing. So the idea behind succession planting is that you would have something of interest blooming in your garden from early spring until late fall. And in order to achieve that, you have to plant layers of your plants, and you have to really have a good understanding of when those plants are going to bloom. So by that we mean something's blooming in early spring, something's blooming in mid-spring, something's blooming in late spring, like now, something's blooming in summer, and then in fall.
No winter?
Well, not where we live.
Exactly. It's Wisconsin. I thought if you could pull that off, Carol, we're good.
No, I can't pull that off, but I can encourage you to have winter interest. So if you leave your plants stocky after the last bloom, it looks kind of interesting through the winter. So
in the next year, is it a whole cycle of different stuff, or you just go a year at a time?
It's the whole cycle of different stuff, but if you're a gardener, like I am, every year you look at what happened and you evaluate it. If you took a picture of my garden every season, I would hope it would look different in each phase of the season, because something else is interesting and something else is blooming.
You've got your home base, and you've got some other stuff on the side too, right?
Yeah, I do. I'm a master gardener, and belong to the North Central Wisconsin Master Gardeners Association. We love to garden, and we are having a garden walk Friday, July 9th and Saturday the 10th. We have 5 gardens featured, and you can learn all about succession planting when you do those garden walks, because most of those people are doing just that in their gardens. They're planning ahead for each coming season.
Thank you, Carol, for inviting us to your home. Right now, we have a contest that you can still register for. Just head to our website, WAOW.com, and you'll be entered to win a big prize from Sioux Growing Supply. You have until 11:59 p.m., June 18th. That's Friday night to register.
All right, thanks, Jeff. Well, the Bucks game
hasn't seen snow in quite some time, and Jeff, it looks like there's still some big flaky snowflakes coming down.
Good evening, Tamara, Allison. You could probably make out the snowflakes coming down. They're very large. It's wet. It's kind of gone from rain to snow and back. It's snow now. Now, as far as travel conditions, we've been talking about it all evening. They're not going to improve till we get into a transition as far as the system and such. We get into the day tomorrow. I'm standing out here. I can tell you the travel conditions are not good. It's the snow is sticking. We make this transition, then it's going to go from the snow as far as affecting the travel conditions and such to flooding concerns, all right? Especially Butte County, where there's more rainfall, more snowfall prior, and more rainfall ahead. So you got the rain on top of the snow. It all adds up to flooding conditions. That's why there's a flood watch in place. Oh, I didn't even mention, you probably could make out behind me, we're at the Sundial Bridge. Not sure the last time they actually saw snow on the Sundial Bridge. I'm sure meteorologist Rob Elvington could tell you the day and the hour. But once again, travel conditions are not going to be improving until we get into the day tomorrow and we transition from a cold system to a warmer system. Then it's flooding concerns. Live from the Sundial Bridge, I'm Jeff Andrews on KRCR News Channel 7.
I don't know. I think he's having a little bit of fun out there. What do you think?
Yeah,
I think so. Thank you so much, Jeff. And you can get the latest road conditions by visiting the Caltrans.
Thanks, Brent. I joined the 3-man team consisting of 2 IMETS incident meteorologists. They were brought in by CAL FIRE specifically, and also Don Bouger, an IBAN, the incident behavior analyst, as they scouted for a location for a remote sensor, that's a remote weather station rather, that aids in the car fire fight. Don, officially retired, was called in especially for the car fire. We're getting, well, some of the proximity. What are some of the potential outcomes when we get there?
200-foot flame lengths moving at 50 chains an hour.
There's a possibility that we might not stick around.
We won't stick around, no. And neither will the firefighters on the line. It's our number one objective in firefighting this particular fire and any fire, wildland fire, is firefighter and public safety. One of the things we're worried about is ember cast, and directly next to the fire we could see embers cast across the fire line like this, up to 3/4 of a mile. We've seen ember cast as far as 3 miles on this particular fire, something we call the fire brand.
It's burning the palm of my hands right now.
Yeah, so you look down in there a ways, you got a whole tree, a small tree going up. Solar panel, this is to charge the battery to make sure we can continue to get the transmission. Up top we've got the anemometer, and so that's going to give us wind speed and direction. We're going to put a precipitation gauge, a rain gauge out, a fuel stick that'll give us fuel moisture.
This is exactly what they wanted. Yesterday we were speaking with the branch supervisor, the division supervisors, and we were helping to give them confidence.
Every day is critical in the fight against the car fire. This weekend especially, with a red flag warning in place.
Wait for the winds, wait for those conditions, and when those conditions change, you get that wind at your back, it's gonna stay there all night long. So just wait for it, and then when it goes, game on.